The Baker Victory Services foster care program is really a traditional foster care program. So it's foster families that are in the community. So it's families that then become certified to have kids come and live with them until they can be someplace more permanent. In the emergency foster care program, we can provide care for 19 children. We have 2 settings, Michael House and Nelson House. As soon as they come in, we're really looking for discharge resources. So we're trying to get a sense of who the children are, what their needs are, and what resources maybe they have within their family systems. Any child, when they first come into foster care, our goal is to return them to their biological family.
They came into the Baker Victory Service Foster Care Program back in February of 2017. And they were just placed in there at the time that I was being accused of neglect or not raising them properly. And I went through the program with Baker Victory to work on getting them back and having them come home to me.
So the children were placed in our program. They came from a previous foster care placement that didn't work out, and that's when they came to us in the group emergency foster care home. With their situation, it was a little bit unique because when Dominic and Alex came to us, it was just those 2. Antonio remained in the foster home that they were all previously in. So our goal was always to try to find a foster home for all 3 siblings. However, that just was not happening at the time. So being that Dominic and Alex were with us first, they were coming up on their time limit. Leanne, who is our home finder, she directed us to Kelly and Adam, and they were brand new foster parents, and they were willing to meet the 2 children.
My husband and I became involved in the foster care program with Baker Victory because we've just always loved children. I work with preschool kids, and we just decided once I started working for Baker Victory and we saw that that was a division within the agency that it just seemed like the right time and the right fit. When we first learned about Mike and the boys from our home finder, Leanne, she reached out to us when we were first certified because the boys were in need of a home, and she thought it might be a good match.
When I was working with Kelly and Adam for finalizing them for the children to go into their home, they were excited. They were obviously a little bit nervous, but they were really excited about having the kids come to their home.
When we first got started with the boys and their family, we were cautious. It was our first placement. We had never parented children before and thought if we could do good for someone that we should move forward.
The goal was always reunification for Mike and his children. Like with all of our kids, unless it's something different from the beginning, we always strive to have our children go back with their biological parents.
Adam and I first established a relationship with Mike through our caseworkers. They introduced us. And then as the boys started increasing their visits with him, we were able to exchange numbers and just keep in touch through text messaging or phone calls or however we needed to communicate about the boys.
The relationship between Mike, Adam, and Kelly felt very natural. I remember when I first talked about, the foster parents really taking more of an active role in doing the communication directly with Mike as opposed to going through me, they were very open with it. At the very end, it was very much, oh, is it okay if I, text Mike and say this? And my response would be absolutely. Or the foster parents would ask me, is it okay if Mike comes to Alex's art show at school? And it wasn't me asking anymore, it was really the foster parents and Mike creating their own relationship.
Once they started seeing how comfortable I was around the kids, that, okay, he can definitely be around his kids, he knows how to treat them, he knows how to properly talk to them, have patience with them. And eventually, turned into unsupervised weekends, overnights, till basically led for them coming home.
Seeing Mike with the boys, you could tell that their relationship was really strong. They loved going to see Daddy. They were not always happy to part ways with him. So it really left us with a good feeling knowing that you could tell that he really loved the boys and they really loved him.
I'm very grateful for Kelly and Adam, caring for all my kids, even just Alex by himself. They treated him like they were their own kid. I kept in contact with them when the kids came back to me, and I still do. We sent pictures back and forth. Every once in a while, she would take them, maybe on a weekend, just to take them out, give me a kind of a break. And it's been great. They've been amazing.
He really showed us that he had earned having the boys come back home, and the boys were beyond excited at the end. They were very much, when are we going to see Daddy? Like, when are we going to Daddy? Like, I don't want to leave. I want to stay at Daddy's. So it was just a celebration. It was, he did a good job.
It was always my goal that they were coming back to me, that I wanted to raise them and they were going to live with me, and I wanted them to know that I always cared about them and loved them. Baker Victory Service was great with helping me with my parenting skills. They taught me, I think, more as a single parent, just to be more patient with them, not just to kind of talk to them more than trying to raise your voice and yell at them. I'm thankful having another opportunity to show that I can be the parent, that I could be a single parent to them and not just push them away and neglect them.
I think that Father Baker is so proud of what Baker Victory Services has become, because this is his legacy. He really looked at what were the needs in the community, and he addressed them. Everyone that works in the department is making a difference. So I think that Father Baker is like really smiling down on us and really proud of Baker Victory Services right now.